So many women in their 20s are stuck in this loop whereby they're working at a good job and at the same time they are broke. So it's more like people keep on spending money on things that actually do not help them move forward. And today my sister and I want to talk to you guys. Say hello, Chika.
Hi.
So we want to talk to you guys on all the changes that we have made in terms of managing our finances as two girls that live and work in Dubai. Let's get into the video. So hello and welcome back to the page. My name is Chioma, also known as Dubai Sis in the city, and today I'm joined by a special guest, my sister Chika Anita.
Hi, everybody.
Okay, so it's really fun what we're about to do because I have a business and finance degree. I currently work as a partnerships manager, and while Chika, on the other hand, is an architect. And it's interesting because both Chika and I, we both earn income here in Dubai. But lately, we've been going through this shift whereby we feel like our money is not doing much for us because we're always making and spending. So I just wanted to bring Chika onto this video so that we could actually talk to you guys step by step on all the changes that we're making as sisters to ensure that we are saving up money, because there's nothing worse than working, like spending your entire young days working hard at a job, and you find out eventually that you're not doing anything that is making that job kind of create passive income for you. So Chika, let's go. What are some of the changes that you started making recently in terms of your finances that has really helped you save more money in the long term?
I think when it comes to finances, one of the easiest things to do is make and spend, to get caught in your own type of rat race. One of the things that I do to jump out of that rat race would be every time I get my paycheck for the month, the first thing I do is I divide my paycheck into wants and needs. My needs are things that I need, to survive. So that comes with rent, that comes with transportation, that comes with feeding, that comes with maybe if I want to give something to God, I will bring that money out as well.
Yeah.
And then whatever is left from that, I further divide it and I say, okay, how much do I want to either save? How much do I want to either invest into something? And then I have that money out. And then because I try to be very realistic, I think being realistic is one of the most important parts of managing your money. I know that there are other wants that I have, right? So I don't put my wants to the backside and be like, okay, these wants are not needed. No, I allocate them. So time spent with friends, money for my nails, money for my hair, money for if I want to do like an impulse shopping, all of that is planned and curated.
Yeah.
So these are just things that I do to help my money feel like it's not always going and going and going into nothing. I have like my wants, my needs, my investments, all of those things like all in a different category. And I also, one of the things that I do is I have two different ATM cards. My first card is my savings card, so that's where my payment for the month comes in.
Yeah.
My second card, it's more like I think it's a credit card, or I'm not sure if it's just a travel card. Yeah, that's probably a travel card, where I just put money inside, and that the money I put inside is for my wants. That way, I'm never using my savings card or the card that receives my main source of income for anything.
Yeah.
Once I take out my rent and I take out all my needs, I only go out with my spending card, that's what I call it. So that if I'm ever out with friends and I need to just tap something, I tap only that card that is allocated for my wants.
Yeah.
My wants spending. So I think these are just micro things you can do to make like things better for yourself and to not get caught in your own type of spending race.
That's it. Perfect. For me, one of the biggest changes that my sister and I have made is we have refused to expand our apartment. Now, there was this time I created a post on TikTok where I was talking about the dangers of actually getting a bigger space. I genuinely firmly believe that most people have to stay in a studio for as long as they can. Staying in a studio also helps you save money because it's more of like they're not actively spending every single amount that you make. You're being very intentional with where your money is going, what you're doing with that money, exactly what you're using that money to do. Because what Chika and I noticed was that when we were staying in a 1 BHK apartment, we were spending more money because we're thinking of ways of, okay, we need to furnish this apartment. We need to, 1 second guys, I'm getting out of the car. But yeah, we need to furnish this apartment. We need to start purchasing, items for it. We had more shelf space, more cupboards. So it was like we ended up like actively purchasing stuff that we did not need. We found that because of that bigger space, we felt like, okay, we have space to buy more, and we kept on spending more. So yeah, honestly, try your best to stay in a studio as long as you can. And it's also really good because it gives you money to travel. Like my sister and I, we've been traveling recently together, and none of that would have happened if we were not actively saving money from our rent because we stay in a studio.
So minimize your needs as much as you can.
Yeah.
As much as you can actively control, minimize them.
And some things are not even needs. Some things are just things that you've been conditioned to believe that these are needs for you. So yeah. But right now we're going to be ascending into church. Descending into church. So while we're descending, I'm going to ask my sister a quick 5. So Chika, give me quick 5 things that you can start doing right now to save money. Quick 5.
Okay. Use 2 different cards. Reduce your wants.
Okay.
Okay, I would say hairstyles. So get affordable hairstyle, right? So you just use braids, whatever it is, just reduce that.
Yeah.
Allocate your funds.
Okay. Last one. And for me, I would honestly say find more ways to start having dates at home. That's something that is very, very powerful, because even for me, there was a time when I was going through like a serious financial downturn. And what I did was I started inviting my friends over to my house. 1 second, guys. We're going to continue this conversation. Finished church right now, so let's continue with the financial conversation that we're having. So what I was saying was basically finding ways to reduce the amount of money you're going to spend by having more at-home dates. Many people always demonize having home dates to be something like, you know, you don't have money or you're broke or you can't afford it. But to be fair, if you're always going out every single time that you need to see your friends, you're going to end up spending a lot of money, especially if you're somebody that has so many friends. Like, take me for example, I have over 13 friends that live here in Dubai. And to be fair, I can't go out every single time with 15 of my friends. And in Dubai, we spend like a minimum of like 200 dirhams for the same tax whenever you go out. And if you're going out with your friends, all 15 of them, and you're spending 200 dirhams per outing, that means in total, you're going to be spending anything around like 2,500 to 3,000 dirhams tax per month for just seeing your friends. And for me, that doesn't make sense. So what I have currently started doing is finding ways to cut costs, finding ways to reduce the amount of money that I am spending when it comes to seeing my friends. And that looks like, you know, bringing them over to my house, us doing some cute arts and craft things at home, watching Netflix, watching a show. That way I am able to reduce the amount of money that I will spend from just that.
I just thought about transportation. Transportation is something that can take up a lot of money from you, especially if you don't have a car, you're in an expat country. So you're an expat, you don't have a car. There are different ways that you can minimize on transportation. It can either be have like a carpooling service, you know, looking for other ways to optimize your transportation. Sometimes also don't transport yourself to places. Like Shama is saying, bring places or experiences to you. That way you save a lot more. Yeah, that's 5 for me now.
So yeah, those are the 5 tips that Chika has for you. And one more thing I'm doing is honestly be strategic with your friendships and ensuring that the people that you're friends with are not people that are taking money from your pocket consistently. Like there was this time when I first moved to Dubai during my very, very early years. I was trying to make friends, and there was this girl from Kazakhstan that I made friends with. This babe was a party animal. Like every single time she is going out, every single time she's spending money. Okay, finally we found a taxi, but yeah, every single time she's spending money, every single time she's going out, and that looked like every single time I was spending a considerable amount of money just to keep up with the friendship.
We're going to a boating.
Yes. Let's get into the taxi. Oh. Hello.
Location.
1 second. So that friendship was very exhausting, and to be fair, it didn't end up producing anything good for me in the long term, because it turned me into somebody that I was not. I'm not a party person. I'm not somebody that enjoys going out to have drinks for fun. But because I was trying to keep up with that friendship, I had to start doing things that were just not me. So honestly, friendship is so important when it comes to building financial freedom for yourself, because if you're keeping friends with people that all they do is spend money, they're not really forward thinking, they're not really asking themselves, how can I invest? How can I make my money work for me? How can I, get into more conversations that help me increase my earning power, you're just going to end up being in a maze whereby you're performing to be friends with somebody. And the worst thing you can ever do is to perform and to be friends with any single person. Like anybody that you have to perform to be friends with, they don't belong in your life. So yeah, those
I
are
feel also like a bit more on performance. Sometimes when you join a certain friendship group and you're kind of the smallest person in terms of knowledge, like you don't know anything you're talking about. They're talking about all of these SPs, ETFs, gold, investments, and it can kind of throw you off. But I think having a mental shift of, oh, these are topics that I don't know of, and thankfully I'm in a friendship group where they do talk about these topics. So now I can build knowledge and I can learn about it, and I can, improve myself as a person to be able to aid these conversations. So
yeah, those are honestly the 1 second guys, let me apply goals.
I'm just a girl Pro Max. What brand is this?
This is Charlotte Tilbury. It's a lip plumper I bought during their pop-up in Dubai. I've been in love with it, like so cute. But yeah, this is my golden grail. But from everything we said, honestly, the main thing I would say is my biggest takeaway from our conversation is just being aware. If you're aware of what your money is doing, if you're aware of how you're spending your time, spending your money, that is the way you're going to change your life.
Ignorance is bliss.
Ignorance.
Usually people who remain at a certain financial space is because they're choosing to be ignorant. They're okay with not knowing how much is in their accounts. They're okay
with like money you just spent, where like this transaction coming in and it's like
it's
like you only live once.
Yeah, you do, and have those experiences.
Of course, yeah, but be strategic with your spending. You can have a great life. You can experience whatever it is you want to experience without necessarily going broke. I hope this video between my sister and I helped you guys reframe exactly what it means to be financially free as a woman. We hope that you take these lessons and apply them into your own life and start finding new ways to be strategic with your money, because your 20s are the best time for you to really get ahead financially. If there's one conversation I keep on hearing more and more people talk about when it comes to their regrets, they always say, I wish I used my 20s more strategically. So we're going to see you in the next video, and if you enjoyed this carpool session with Chika and I, definitely leave a comment, subscribe to the page. I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.